I am headed out to another Indianapolis community where change is coming. And just like we've seen in other areas, residents are pushing back. This time it is Speedway, Indiana. Today, Speedway, Indiana is in my crosshairs, and I'm going to tell you why I think this project coming is a good thing for the community. 16th Street between Main Street and Mickley on 16th Street is going to get a complete makeover. Is it going to be a traffic nightmare once it is complete, or is it going to be something positive for the community? As a local real estate consultant, I'm going to break down the possible changes coming and what they mean to this area and property values, and how it could possibly increase the property values due to the quality of life of the changes coming. So stay tuned and let's talk about it. As we're approaching the roundabout here on 16th Street and Main Street, Speedway, Indiana, one of the corridors that is being talked about in a reconfiguration is 16th Street between Main Street and Lynhurst. Let's talk about it, what they're proposing, changing this basically 4-lane, two-way direction into possibly just a one-way each direction, with parking on the side, bike lanes, walking paths, wide sidewalks. So let's talk about it. As you can see right here, we got a car parked on the right-hand curbside, and it is very close to the flow of traffic. And now here is one of the areas that they talk about right here at 16th Street and Winton, about the lights. It takes forever, the sidewalks, the crossing, all this kind of stuff. They really want to focus in on making this area safe. But first, before we go and we talk about the 16th Street reconfiguration proposed plan, I need to go up here to the Founders Ground and grab myself a coffee. All right, I got myself the Dirty Blonde. Now we are right here out at the corner of Main Street and Lynhurst. Now this proposed widening is going to go all the way down to Mickley and all the way possibly even over to the Cunningham area. The street over there, if you know that, it actually goes into Crawfordsville Road. I am currently on 16th Street, and right behind me is the proposed area here in the Speedway, Indiana, where residents could have this 4-lane changed down to a 2-lane with a median and proposed bike lanes and walking paths. Now there's a lot of residents here that are against this, and I believe it's part of the NIMBY, not in my backyard. They don't want Speedway, Indiana to change. They like it the way it is. Now I'm sure when Crawfordsville Road was widened and put medians in it and beautification to it, there was a lot of pushback, because I used to own a Blimpie sub shop right on Crawfordsville Road across from the White Castle, and the business was affected by the construction, but residents knew how to get around and still patronize it. But as you can see right now, there's not that much traffic going on. There's a police officer driving by. So when they say that's going to affect the commute and the traffic patterns, come on guys, let's look at it right now. Where's everybody at? Where is everybody at? Now, as a real estate consultant in this area, I believe it's going to help the real estate property values, because it's going to create a better quality of life. Now, one of the pushbacks, the opposition, is going to take away from the parking. My car is parked right here. Now, one of the proposals is to have a 1-lane each direction with parking on one side of it, and then a median, and then we're going to have the bike path and walking paths. Now this current sidewalk here possibly could be taken away. The sidewalk over there, who knows? But there are 3 renderings out there that Speedway residents can vote on. I personally think all 3 of them are great. Whatever the city planners decide, it's going to be great for this area. So we got another car, we have another car. One of the things it's going to do, it's going to slow everybody down. If you were up going 16th Street where it turns into Cunningham and goes up to Crawfordsville Road, a lot of cars use that as a racing area right in front of the church, right there at 16th Street and Lynhurst. And then it's 4 lanes and it's a green light, go. So they race down through here is what I understand. So tell me, are you for or against this new proposed rendering or redesign of 16th Street? As a real estate consultant, I personally think it is a good thing. It's going to really make this area transition from the west side of Speedway into downtown Main Street. And I believe that is a good thing. It's going to attract a lot of different people into this area. It's going to help businesses. And it's overall going to be a great thing, in my personal opinion. Now, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Good or bad, I don't care. Just give me your opinion of this. But if you live right around here on 16th Street in this area, anywhere from Crawfordsville Road all the way down to 10th Street, this rebeautification, redesign of this area is going to be a good thing for Speedway. That's my personal opinion. If any of the city planners or designers of this new reconfiguration is watching this video, I'm right here at 16th and Winton, and one of the things it does not have is a crosswalk going back and forth. So if there are drivers down here, like right now, there's a vehicle coming right here, and there is no crosswalk to get across here. What I would suggest is if there's a designated crosswalks, and then at the corner, there is some kind of button that turns on flashing lights, so that way the traffic has to yield to the people that are crossing. Now, if you want examples of that, go down to the IU downtown campus, the Purdue University campus, where students go back and forth quite a bit and cross the streets. They push a button, traffic slows down, it stops, it allows everybody to cross, and it becomes a very safe area for pedestrians. I propose that as far as the changes for these renderings. Please adopt those changes into the plan. As you can see right here, this is part of the Indigo bus routes. So how's that going to be implemented into? Now, there are people down here that are throwing a fit about it's going to affect businesses and parking. Here's the businesses down there. There's a funeral home. It might affect that, but you know what? They could go ahead and expand their parking lot. They have a lot of green space there that they could throw in a few more parking spaces there. But there is going to be parking. People might have to walk a little bit, and that's actually a good thing for a lot of people in this area, is to get out and walk a little bit. So if you're going to the funeral home, there's places I'm looking at it right now. Directly across, they could park if those parking spaces are taken away. So right now, all of the arguments that are going on against this, let's think about this differently. Let's think about how it's going to improve 16th Street, the safety of it. It's going to allow pedestrians to be able to cross the street safely. It's going to slow traffic down. It's 35 miles an hour. That vehicle right there that just went by, it was doing 35 mile an hour. What if it was slowed down to 30 mile an hour, all the way down through here? See, now I know that vehicle right there is probably going 40, 45. It's those kind of things that people use this corridor as a racetrack. Let's get everybody to slow down. Let's get the pedestrians out, the bicyclists, and let's make this, I know that one, let's check the speed. 39 mile an hour. 39 mile an hour for that vehicle right there. So that's another example of why this corridor needs to have this reconfiguration and pedestrian walkways and the speed limit slowed down to 30. All right, we're gonna check this car right here. Let's check this one, check the sign. They're at 31 mile an hour. Good job. Right here on 16th Street and Winton, if I was wanting to cross Winton right now, I could do it. There's not much traffic right now, but if there was a bunch of traffic, my proposal is to have lights in the ground and also lights at each corner indicating that a pedestrian wants to walk across. That is what I consider a great idea. They're doing it up in Carmel, they're doing it downtown in many places, so definitely look into that. And whenever they create this area here, have it connected to the B&O. Make it part of an extension of the walking paths that's right along Crawfordsville Road, leading out to the B&O trail system, taken all the way down. There's the walking path that's down here. It's like 12th or 13th Street, I believe it is. And that's where it cuts through there. Make this all integrated, and it's going to bring a lot of people from the community out, and they will go and visit the businesses. That's what we want. All right, we just had a group of cars go by. And they're just running side by side down through here. And instead of running one lane, they're running two lanes and just basically side by side. If they were to run one lane each direction, it would be tandem. And a good example is, what is it downtown? Michigan Street, New York Street. It was a one-way and then they flipped it. College from Washington Street all the way up to Bottle Works area. They've made it a two-lane. They put in bikes, walking paths, designated bike and walking paths. Part of the Greenway Trail system down there. Let's do the same down here. I'm sure he's probably going a lot faster than 35. It would slow vehicle down in this area. Let's see what this car is going. We're going to pay attention to the speed limit, the electronic speed. Hey, doing 28, 27 mile an hour. That is awesome. This next vehicle didn't register because of the other one, but 26, 27. We could even slow that down to under 30 mile an hour. Leave me some thoughts, pros or cons. We are currently at 18th and Cunningham, and right here is a great example is what I was referring to. Make sure we have proper lighting up here so pedestrians can walk safely across, and vehicle traffic will recognize that this is an area right here that cars should be yielding to pedestrians. Now, one thing that I would put in this would be flashing lights at the crosswalk embedded into the pavement, some bright LEDs that really attracts a driver and recognizes that this is a crosswalk. They need to yield to pedestrians. But this is a great example right here of what I was referring to. Now going down here on Cunningham, we have a bike lane right here. We also have a bike lane on the opposite side. Now, if cars are speeding 40, 45 mile an hour down through here, do you feel safe riding a bike down through this area? It's 30 mile an hour, guys, down through here. And do you think that vehicle right there was doing 30 mile an hour? So I think this is a good thing, the reconfiguration down through 16th Street, because a lot of these cars come flying down here on Cunningham and they round the bend and then they head east and they just pick up their speed from there. Things that whenever the designers of this area are thinking about what rendering they should choose and the things to be aware of, get on the streets, check it out. Now I'm on Cunningham, we're headed south. We're getting ready to approach transition here at the curb to 16th Street. And right now I am at 30 mile an hour, and this is a good, safe speed. There's no reason for people to be driving much faster than this unless you are entitled and don't care about your community or anybody else that is out on the streets or on the sidewalks or anything like that. Yeah, that hurts, doesn't it? And that's the truth. A lot of people who are out here driving like a bat out of hell, they're entitled. They think that the world revolves around them. Yeah, I said it. A lot of people don't want to say it because they're afraid to offend people, but that is the truth. All right, we have a crosswalk right here for the school and right up here by the church. But still, this area, it does not look too pedestrian friendly to me. Now, down here on the right, the church could lose some parking spots, but they have a great area back and back where people could park there. So all down through here, and I'm doing 25 mile an hour now. This vehicle just passed me. Right there is Gerard, Allison. Now earlier I made a statement I was at 16th and Winton. No, this is 16th and Winton, where I was wanting to cross at 16th and Auburn. There's the Indigo bus right there. One thing that could affect that is the route. But when I'm down through here, I don't ever see hardly anyone, if anyone, standing at the Indigo stops for the bus. There's a right there on the right, nobody there. So is this just a route for the bus to take instead of taking right here? We could do a cross for Cord Street. Instead of taking Crawfordsville Road, they want to take 16th Street, which I don't think it's a served area. I think it's going to be great. It's going to make these streets nice and safe. It's going to upgrade the look of the streets, including the area. Like I said, this is going to be a transitioning that's going to be leading down to Main Street, and Main Street, Indiana, Speedway, Indiana, is the focus where we want to drive people down to this area. Matter of fact, you could have little satellite areas further out along the 16th Street where people could park, and they could park there and walk down. They could bike down. There's so many options here, people. Quit pushing back. Think of the positive of what this could do for this area. So once again, my name is Devin Hunter. I'm a real estate consultant here in the local Speedway, Indiana area. And I'm just go around taking videos like this and giving a perspective of my opinions on changes that are coming to the area. And whether you like it or not, give me a thumbs up. I'm out there in the community making videos about this, getting people to talk. I'm out here showing what's going on in the Indianapolis area, good or bad. Make sure you subscribe. And if you're looking to buy, sell, or even buy a business or sell a business, I have great connections in the commercial real estate side. I'm a residential. If you're looking to buy, sell, move into the area or move out of the area, definitely give me a call. I'll be willing to talk to you and see what your goals are, and we can see if it would be a good match, and I would be glad to help you with your dreams.